Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crazy Pro-Wrasslin. Welcome back to WWE 2K18 Universe Mode. This is episode 22, and we are at WWE Payback Kickoff show, and we're starting the show off with a huge Rusev day. Rusev faces potentially his biggest challenge yet, and there's a big reason why this match came along, and I'll get to that in just a moment. And some would say that Rusev ended up putting this matchup on himself. That's right, folks. Rusev's opponent for tonight is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, and this is a dangerous man to go against, and the reason behind it makes Mark Henry even more dangerous. For those who has followed my universe mode so far, you will know that during the United States Challenge, or tournament I should say, after Mark Henry's first round match, Rusev came out and attacked Mark Henry. It did not fare well for Rusev in that moment. However, Mark Henry felt that put him off for the rest of his matches, which ultimately is why he got eliminated in the second round of the match against Drew McIntyre, because he felt like he had a target on his back. Well, despite it being a post-match attack on Mark Henry, the crowd are still fully behind Rusev at this point. The crowd love Rusev. They love Rusev Day, and that's because Rusev has helped make himself get over Rusev Day. Rusev has helped get Rusev Day over, and look at that. Rusev took down Mark Henry, and he's already celebrating as if it's over. However, Rusev must not take this match lightly. Rusev may get a slight advantage, but it does not mean Mark Henry is completely out of it. Mark Henry can get back just as quickly as he takes the control. And look at that headbutt to Mark Henry. That is a hard head of Mark Henry, but you can tell that Rusev has an equally hard head as well. So managed to take Mark Henry down, and look at single leg knee grab submission hold onto Mark Henry, but Mark Henry is way too strong, way too powerful, managed to elbow the back of Rusev's head and take control with that big boot. Rusev is now out, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the world's strongest man, but wow! The athleticism of Rusev managing to take Mark Henry down mid-air with that headlock. Mark Henry had tried to do that flapjack to Rusev, but now, wow, another headbutt from Rusev straight onto the sternum of Mark Henry. And now Rusev is looking to take Mark Henry straight out of this match. What's in Rusev's mind? Oh, stomp to the head of Mark Henry. You got to be careful. You don't want to anger the beast in Mark Henry. Mark Henry managed to kick out at one after the near fall. Rusev now elbow strike once again to the head of Rusev. Remember, the reason Mark Henry is called the world's strongest man, because his arms are as big as they get, as strong as they get, and which means those elbow strikes are extremely dangerous to any man, no matter who you are. Now Mark Henry's got the head crank on Rusev. Now trying to rip the head off of Rusev's shoulders. And now Mark Henry really wearing Rusev down. Rusev looking to escape the hold, and he does momentarily. Will he be able to take the advantage, try to grab onto Mark Henry? Or not to be. Mark Henry just shoved Rusev down to the ground. That's just how powerful Mark Henry is. He can just shove you down to the ground with ease, without even hesitation. Now what's on Mark Henry's mind? Got Rusev up. I thought he was going to go for the powerbomb there. Not to be. Rusev's trying to escape it, but no, Rusev just got hung up on the rope there. Mark Henry grabbing onto the leg of Rusev, slammed it into the mat. Now Mark Henry. Oh, I think that may have just hurt Rusev. Rusev may just be seriously injured from that drop onto him, and that is it. Wow, I'm not even surprised. Mark Henry dropped down with such full force straight onto Rusev. I think Rusev may have some injured ribs from that drop. Wow, that was so cringe. We have to see it again. Wow. I cannot believe what I just witnessed there. That was just absolutely sickening. Mark Henry managed to get the victory. I have to wonder, will this take Rusev out for quite some time? Will it be some time before we see Rusev Day come back? But folks, wow, that's a victory for the world's strongest man, who will be able to stop Mark Henry as we go into our second match on the kickoff show. And now we see Slater and Rhyno making their way down to the ring for some hot tag team action against the Clones. The reason this matchup was put together was because on the second episode of Universe Mode on SmackDown, their qualifying 8-man tag team match, Rhyno and Heath Slater were left high and dry to be pinned in the middle of the ring by the Usos and the New Day, which ultimately meant the Usos and New Day got the chance to fight for the tag team titles, which will happen a bit later tonight on the main card. So Heath Slater and Rhyno look for some retribution tonight. And here come the Colones, looking cocky and cool as usual. They feel like they were in the right by leaving Heath Slater and Rhyno high and dry in that match. They said that they needed to preserve their entry. They knew when it was a lost cause, and they knew that Heath Slater and Rhyno were that lost cause, that they were not going to help in the slightest in order to win that match. So they thought to save their career, to prolong their career, they had to leave Slater and Rhyno high and dry. So they willingly accepted this match tonight to prove that they are the best. Rhyno giving his partner a bit of advice before he heads into the match. And now, as you can see, Epico will be starting this match off against Heath Slater. And I think that was a bit of a mistake from Epico in the very early parts of this match, keeping Slater close to Slater's corner instead of making sure that from the get-go, that Slater was isolated away from there. But Slater took the early advantage already with that strike to Epico. But Epico now reversing with just sweeping the leg from underneath Slater. And Slater now trying to get back in it, but Epico once again with the arm drag. Oh, it looked like he tried to take a cheap shot at Rhyno but missed, and Slater took the advantage, putting Epico in the corner there. It looked like he was going to do a slam into the ropes, but no, Epico managed to reverse out of it, duck behind Slater, and then took Slater down with force. Kick to the back of Heath Slater. Now Epico it looks like it's almost signaling already the end of it. Try to take another cheap shot at Rhyno. Rhyno was having absolutely none of it. Struck Epico back, which allowed Heath Slater to take the advantage. Slater now going to the top rope, looking for a high-risk maneuver already, and it pays off with that leg drop, that diving leg drop from the top rope. Now Primo in the ring looking to help his partner out, try to get a drop kick in, but missed, unfortunately. Heath Slater now hanging Epico into the middle ropes, pinning him down and in with the knee strike to Epico. And now Slater Irish whipping Epico into the corner with his partner. Now tag in Rhyno. This could be very, very dangerous for Epico, as Rhyno is a dangerous man. Remember, Rhyno was once a part of the original ECW, so Rhino's not afraid to take things to the extreme if he needs to. He knows what he needs to do in order to win a match, in order to take opponent down, in order to hurt an opponent. That was a nice innovative move from Epico, the Northern Lights, to Rhyno. Now Primo is tagged in. Primo is nice and fresh. However, Rhyno still managed to grab onto him, takes him down in. Oh, look to strike Epico in the head, but Primo, apologies, but Epico managed to strike back before he could, and now taking Rhyno down. Now Rhyno, for the first time in this match, looks to be in possible trouble. Primo now targeting the legs of Rhyno, got that figure 4 leg lock in on Rhyno. Smart move by Primo. You know, if you take out the big man's legs, that takes out the pace of Rhyno, that takes out the running start for Rhyno into a gore. So you take out the legs. That's a very, very smart move by Primo. Primo once again targeting the legs of Rhyno. Rhyno must be in a huge amount of pain. Primo once again looked for the figure four, but Rhyno managed to strike back, strike Primo down as Rhyno now tags in Heath Slater. Primo tried to, did a jawbreaker there on Heath Slater successfully, but Slater now fighting back against Primo. Slater's just as mad about that loss they had in that 8-man tag team match as much as Rhyno is. So these superstars both looking to get retribution. Oh, come on, referee! You must stop these superstars from attacking the legal superstars, attacking the legal superstars. The ref, that was uncalled for. You have to imagine that. Hopefully, if that happens again, the referee will disqualify the Colognes, because that is uncalled for. That is an unfair advantage. But now look at that. Slater managed to just drop Primo once again. Epico getting into the ring, breaking up the pinfall from that big move from Slater. Now, referee, why is the referee not counting? The illegal man is in the ring right now. The referee is not counting him. Does the referee even know how to do his job? It looked like Slater didn't even need it. Didn't matter to Slater. Slater managed to get back in it regardless. So, but now Primo fighting back against Slater. Looked to do a dropkick, but Slater managed to duck away from it. Looking to maybe do a body slam. No, a rib breaker instead. Now Slater, I think, is setting up his finish. And an inverted DDT. An executioner actually. Shades of edge was that move from Heath Slater. Now Slater taking down Epico. Once again, Slater now on the apron. What is on his mind? Oh, nice move there from Slater. Don't see that in Slater's arsenal very often, but it is good to see that Slater is pulling out all the stops in order to win this match. I think Slater tried to do a double team move there, but Primo managed to get out of it, but Slater still managed to take Primo down anyways. Now I think Primo could be in huge trouble, and now Slater hits that huge move on Primo. Now knees to the ribs of Primo. Now Epico in the ring once again. Referee, get Epico out of. Finally, the referee's counting Epico. I mean, I think maybe the referee is really letting things slide in this match because he wants a decisive winner. Sure, that's kind of understandable, but surely there's only so much you can allow in a match before you have to disqualify them. Wow! Huge elbow to Primo, busting Primo wide open. Primo was looking to tried to crawl to his tag team partner to get a pin there, but Rhyno just grabbed Primo and hit him with the flapjack wheelbarrow face buster, apologies folks, straight onto Primo. Face first went Primo into the mat, potentially busting himself even more open. Neck crank from Rhyno. Rhino's looking to take Primo out, picking Primo up. Oh, and wait for the goal, but Primo somehow managed to hit in a DDT, turning Rhyno around into the backstabber, straight into the cover. Why is Heath Slater not getting in the ring to help his partner out? And it's over. It's over. The Colognes win with a shocking victory. Wow. I cannot believe what I just witnessed there, folks. I don't know what is going through Heath Slater's mind there. There's so many times when we thought that Slater and Rhyno had the victory, but every time the Colognes just kept on breaking up the pins, kept on getting into the ring illegally. I think that is what ultimately helped the Colognes get the victory in the end. But you have to wonder what exactly was going through Slater's mind at the end here when Primo hit the backstabber and then got Rhyno in for the cover 1, 2, 3 because Slater didn't get into the ring. But folks, we will get to that another time. Tonight we have one more match coming up on this kickoff show, and it's going to be one hell of a match. Let's take you to it. And folks, this is the main event of the kickoff show, and I know you're seeing Noam down, you're thinking, but how is this main event worthy? And you will see in just a moment as to why I believe the two superstars involved in this next match are hugely talented superstars. And there's a huge reason why this match was put together. You may be surprised by his opponent. So in that case, let's not keep you waiting. Let's show you exactly who Dar's opponent is. No, folks, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is Raw superstar, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Tyler Breeze. And the reason he is here, remember, during the United States tournament, he also post-match attacked Noam Dar. And this was a part of, if you remember, AJ Styles went to Raw a few weeks ago. This was a part of the agreement that the general managers made. AJ Styles could go to Raw for a match, and Tyler Breeze could come for a SmackDown match. One night, only one night exchange. And this should be one hell of a one. I'm excited, but obviously Tyler Breeze was not allowed to bring his partner Fandango along, which is completely understandable. But regardless, I think Tyler Breeze would want to do this on his own anyways. He would want to prove that he is the best. He would want to prove he is the best when he wins for his show Raw. Noam Dar looking ready for this one, but he is a cocky individual anyway. Speaking of cocky, I think Tyler Breeze is just taunting Dar there, just saying, hey, I'm ready whenever you are, bud. And the two go into a lockup, straight into the headlock from Tyler Breeze, into the arm lock. But Dar reversing out of into a hammerlock onto Breeze. Got control of Breeze now, but Breeze escaping into a hammerlock of his own, looking to try and take Dar down, but Dar instead reversing it into an armbar now. Got the armbar on tight on Tyler Breeze, trying to injure that arm as early as possible. Breeze managing to roll out of it. And wow, this has been a nice back and forth so far. Breeze tried to kick Dar there, but Dar just took Breeze down into a submission hold, straight into a submission hold from Dar. Not surprising, really. Remember, Dar is a submission expert, but look at that. Tyler Breeze managed to escape the submission hold and went straight into the cover, first cover of the evening, and looked to do a body slam there, but Dar reversed out of it, but Breeze managed to get in a strike really quickly onto Dar, taking Dar down. And now look at the cockiness of Tyler Breeze, just taunting to Dar, saying that he is better than Dar, saying, hey, when are you going to bring the fight to me, bro? But I must say this has been a pretty even contest so far, even though Breeze is now in control. It's been a pretty even back and forth contest so far. And watch Breeze thinking of the the decapitator from Tyler Breeze, just hanging the neck of Dar onto the bottom rope and straight into a diving elbow drop, straight into the cover, the second cover of the evening. But once again, Dar managed to kick out just before the one count, and now Dar trying to fight back with that elbow. Dar got, targeting the knee of Tyler Breeze. Remember, one of Dar's signature moves is that knee bar, so targeting of the knee of Tyler Breeze is very intentional, very pivotal for this match, for the potential of Dar getting a victory tonight. The more he targets that knee, the more chance that when he locks that knee bar on, that Tyler Breeze won't be able to stand the pain. The pain will be just too unbearable for Breeze. And now Dar just hit a diving elbow of his own, taunting to the crowd, saying, hey, he may be a favorite of yours, but I'm going to take him out. I'm going to show why SmackDown Live is the superior brand in the WWE. And now Breeze is on the apron. And Dar just told Breeze to get up. I've got some plans for you. Try to strike Breeze down. No, it did not work. Breeze tried to strike Dar back, but it did not work either. It's just too far. Dar got Breeze in the headlock as Breeze was getting in the ring. Irish whipped into the corner. What's on Dar's mind? Doing another Irish whip to the other side of the ring. It's time straight into the drop kick. Corner drop kick to Tyler Breeze. And now choking on Tyler Breeze. Count him, ref. Count him. That's an illegal maneuver, ref. What's on your mind? Oh, now Dar acting all innocent, as if he just did nothing, as if it wasn't blatantly. But look at that. Straight from the choke into a knee bar. That's how quick Dar can be. Heat holding that knee bar in nice and tight on Breeze, and Breeze could be in trouble right now, but Breeze somehow managed to escape the knee bar, but I think the pain was too unbearable because Breeze is not on his feet yet, and Dar may be looking to set up the enziguri, but no, Tyler Breeze managed to escape it, just managed to duck out of it into a single leg Boston Crab, but Noam Dar just way too close to the ropes, and yeah, I think that would have been it for Noam Dar if he was not so close to the ropes. And now Breeze not letting it phase him, dragged Dar to the middle of the ring, hit that figure 4 sharpshooter onto Dar, and now Dar could very well be in trouble if he cannot escape this. But as I said, Dar is somewhat of a submission specialist, so he knows how to reverse some of these submission holds. Oh, what a strike to the back of Tyler Breeze's head. And now Dar setting up that enziguri, I think, once again. Certainly taking a sweet time. No, taking Breeze down instead with that snapmare. Got the arm lock on Breeze. Got that arm lock on tight. Breeze may have to tap out, but no, Breeze managing to find the will from the crowd who just want Tyler Breeze to succeed tonight. Tyler Breeze may be a Raw superstar, but these fans in attendance right now still want to see Breeze win this match. They want to see Breeze walk out victorious. Breeze now with the strikes on Dar, but Dar striking back to the ribs of Breeze into the knee bar once again. Got the knee bar on once again. I don't think that Breeze can escape twice. I could be wrong, and I am. Somehow Tyler Breeze managed to escape that knee bar once again, and now Dar just striking the arm of Breeze, and Breeze I think is way out of it, and the enziguri hits Breeze. Breeze is out of it. I think Breeze may have just been knocked completely out cold from the enziguri, and he was, and the match is won by Noam Dar. A lot of people would consider that an upset victory. I know a lot of people in attendance and watching at home wanted Tyler Breeze to win, but I think that Noam Dar just showed he had just a little bit more in the tank than Breeze did tonight. Breeze may be a fan favorite, but Noam Dar proved that he can hang with the superstars, as well as you have to imagine that if Noam Dar did not succeed tonight, that Stone Cold would have punished him in some way. But wow, what a hell of a match that was. That was one hell of a back and forth contest, and I was not at all disappointed. But folks, that's all we have for you tonight for this kickoff show. If you enjoyed this kickoff show, don't forget to keep your eyes out for the main card coming real soon. But folks, hope you've enjoyed it. That's all we have for you tonight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.